All right, Yankees fans, let's cut through the noise and get straight to it. We need to talk about Devin Williams, and frankly, the way he has been used this season has been baffling. Every time he's brought into a high-pressure situation, it seems like a storm is brewing, and not in a good way. The man has been struggling, not just slightly, but consistently, and yet he keeps getting put into moments where the outcome of the game rests on his shoulders. It's frustrating because this isn't a new issue. It's been a pattern all year long. When you look at his performances, the numbers tell a clear story. In high-leverage situations, his opponents are hitting him with solid averages. He's walking too many batters, and the quality of contact against him has been anything but acceptable. And this isn't about a single bad game here or there. This has been an ongoing trend that can't be ignored. What makes it even more aggravating is that Devin Williams isn't a rookie learning the ropes. He's a player who was acquired with the expectation that he would be a reliable closer, someone who could be trusted when the stakes are highest. He had a track record, years of consistent relief pitching, whether setting up or closing games. But ever since he arrived with the Yankees, it's like he forgot how to pitch effectively in pressure situations. His mechanics, his decision-making, his composure, all of it has been off, and it's showing in every high-pressure outing. The fans see it, the team sees it, and yet he keeps getting opportunities that, statistically speaking, should have gone to someone else. Aaron Boone, as the manager, is in a tough position. He wants to give his pitchers chances to work through slumps, to regain confidence, and to contribute when it counts. That's understandable, but there comes a point where hope has to be balanced with reality. You're in tie games, you're pushing for the playoffs, you're chasing a division title, and the data is telling you that your chosen reliever is not giving you the best shot to win. High-leverage games aren't forgiving, and bringing in a player who struggles in exactly these moments is a gamble the team can't afford. Boone has to make decisions that prioritize the team's chances, and repeatedly turning to Williams in critical innings raises questions about strategy and judgment. Let's break down the reality a bit. In high-leverage situations, Williams' numbers have been underwhelming. Opponents are hitting over 256, he's striking out batters, but also giving away walks, and his batting average on balls in play is through the roof. The results are clear. He hasn't been shutting teams down, and yet the pattern continues. Even in medium leverage games, his stats aren't much better. The league is taking advantage, and the outcomes of games reflect that. Meanwhile, in low leverage situations, he's more effective, which only reinforces the point that putting him into high-stakes moments is a mismatch. It's a question of roles and fit. Some pitchers thrive under pressure. Others perform better when the stakes are lower. Right now, Williams has proven time and again that high-pressure innings are not his strength. And it's not like the Yankees don't have alternatives. Players like Mark Leitner Jr., Duvall, and even some of the other bullpen arms could have been used in those critical moments. Sure, they might not be perfect, and some have had struggles of their own, but statistically, in high-leverage innings, some of them have been more reliable than Williams this season. It's not about throwing someone under the bus. It's about maximizing the team's chances of winning. Bringing in a struggling reliever in a tie game, or with the division on the line, is a decision that inevitably puts pressure on the rest of the team, the offense, and the fan base. Every misstep in a key inning is magnified, and unfortunately, Williams' struggles have been magnified all year long. There's also the mental side of it. Watching a pitcher argue with umpires, getting visibly frustrated, or losing focus mid-game is not just frustrating, it's disruptive. The energy on the field matters, especially in games that are tight. Baseball is as much mental as it is physical, and when a player can't manage that mental pressure, it affects the entire team. The Yankees are a team with championship aspirations, with leaders in the clubhouse and on the field, and every mismanaged inning chips away at momentum. Boone's decision to repeatedly use Williams in these scenarios sends a message. Either the options are limited or the trust in other bullpen arms is lacking. Either way, it's an issue that can't be ignored as the season moves forward. Looking at the broader picture, the frustration isn't just about one game or one inning. It's about a consistent pattern that affects team morale and performance. Fans are watching every pitch, every decision, every substitution, and the repeated reliance on a pitcher struggling in crucial moments is hard to defend. Numbers don't lie. And when you review high-leverage games, medium-leverage games, and even some of the low-leverage scenarios where confidence could have been built, it's clear that Williams has not delivered in the moments that matter most. This isn't about criticism for criticism's sake. It's about strategy, execution, and the reality of competing at the highest level. The difference between winning and losing tight games often comes down to decisions made by managers and performance under pressure by the players. In this case, the combination hasn't aligned for the Yankees, and it's costing them. The stakes in baseball are unforgiving. Tie games, late innings, playoff pushes. These are the moments that define a season, and the players entrusted with executing in those moments must be reliable. Williams' struggles, juxtaposed against the opportunities he's been given, create a tension that's impossible to ignore. Boone faces criticism because the choices appear inconsistent with statistical evidence. Baseball isn't just about talent. It's about applying that talent effectively in context. A great reliever isn't just someone with a fastball or a slider. There's someone who thrives when the pressure is highest. Right now, the data and the eye test both suggest that Devin Williams has not been that pitcher this season. And it's not for lack of trying. Fans, analysts, and teammates can see that he wants to succeed. But baseball is results-driven, and when opportunities come and go without positive outcomes, tough decisions have to be made. Whether it's giving someone else a chance in a critical inning or rethinking bullpen roles, the choices matter, and each decision affects not only the scoreboard but the psyche of the team. Boone is in a difficult spot because managing a bullpen isn't easy. Matchups, fatigue, and confidence all play a role. But when the pattern is clear and repeated, the management decisions are just as critical as the players' performances. It's hard to watch when a team with the talent and potential of the Yankees consistently puts itself in vulnerable positions because of these choices. The frustration isn't about one moment. It's about the cumulative effect of relying on a player who has not consistently delivered in high-leverage situations. And as the season progresses and the playoffs come closer into view, every inning becomes more important. The pressure will only increase, and if the pattern continues, the consequences could be significant. Now, let's dig even deeper into the situation because it's not just about one pitcher or one game. It's about patterns, choices, and what it signals for the Yankees as a whole. When you look at the way Devin Williams has been deployed all season, it almost feels like a cycle of frustration. You watch him get called in, the tension builds, and then more often than not, the result is another inning that doesn't go the way the team hoped. And it's not like this is some isolated incident. It's high leverage, medium leverage, the moments that matter, the situations that define a team's identity over a season. And Williams has struggled across the board. He was brought in with expectations of being a closer, a dependable arm in the bullpen. Those expectations were grounded in past performance, in consistency, in skill, but none of that has translated to the Yankees' dugout. Aaron Boone, to his credit, isn't necessarily making these decisions lightly. He's looking at the options, the bullpen rotation, the matchups, and trying to optimize his strategy. But the reality is that his trust in Williams, despite all the evidence, is questionable. There comes a point where trust has to be validated by results, and Williams hasn't validated it in months. High-leverage innings are not forgiving. The difference between winning and losing often comes down to one swing, one pitch, one decision. And when the person entrusted with that inning has consistently struggled, it's a risk the team can't afford. Boone is a manager with experience and understanding of the game, but the pattern here raises serious questions about the decision-making process. Why continue to go to a pitcher who, statistically and visually, has shown an inability to deliver when it counts most? And let's not sugarcoat it. The statistics are not in Williams' favor. In high-pressure situations, opposing hitters have been hitting over 256 against him. His strikeout numbers are respectable, yes, but they're offset by walks, poor placement, and a high batting average on balls in play. In medium leverage innings, the story doesn't change much. He's being hit, he's allowing base runners, and his overall impact is a liability rather than an asset. Even in low leverage moments, where some might think he could regain confidence, the improvement is slight, and it hardly justifies continuing to put him into the moments that matter most. The numbers don't lie. The pattern is clear. And yet, game after game, he is called upon in situations that demand composure, precision, and reliability. Meanwhile, other pitchers in the Yankees' bullpen have shown flashes of competence in high-pressure situations, some even outperforming Williams statistically when it matters most. Mark Leitner Jr., for example, has been more consistent in innings that are pivotal to the outcome of the game. Other arms, like Duvall, despite their own struggles, could have been given the chance to shoulder responsibility in key moments. There's a balance between nurturing confidence and ensuring the team's success, and it seems that balance has been tilted too far toward giving Williams opportunity instead of prioritizing the best chance to win. Baseball isn't a charity. It's a results-driven game, and every decision has consequences. Each time Williams falters, it's not just a failed inning. It's a potential lost game, a shift in momentum, a moment where the opposition gains an advantage. What's more, there's a psychological aspect to this that can't be ignored. Baseball is as much a mental game as it is physical. When a pitcher is visibly frustrated, arguing with umpires, or overthinking pitches, it affects not just his performance, but the energy of the entire team. Confidence in the bullpen is contagious. When a manager repeatedly puts a struggling pitcher into high-pressure situations, it can erode trust and focus in the dugout. Teammates start questioning, fans start questioning, and the mental edge that can define a season starts to slip away. Boone has to manage not just the numbers, but the psychology of the team, and repeatedly choosing a pitcher who has shown he can't consistently handle pressure may be undermining both. And there's another layer, the playoff implications. The Yankees are not just playing for mid-season wins. They are in a tight race for a division title and positioning for the postseason. Every game, every inning, every decision carries weight. Late innings in tie games, or with slim leads, are magnified in importance. When the stakes are this high, putting a pitcher like Williams in those spots is a gamble with enormous consequences. It's not just about one loss. It's about momentum, morale, and the message it sends to the rest of the team. Consider the broader pattern of how the bullpen has been managed. Game after game, high-leverage innings are entrusted to someone who statistically should not be the first choice. Meanwhile, options that could provide better outcomes are overlooked. It's not just frustrating to watch. It's a strategic concern. Baseball is a game of inches, timing, and matchups. Managers who succeed understand how to align talent with opportunity. And right now, the alignment isn't happening. The mismatch between player capability and the situation has been glaring, and it's directly impacting the Yankees' ability to execute in key moments. And it's not just the individual innings that matter. It's the cumulative effect. Every time Williams falters, the offense has to respond under increased pressure. Every time the bullpen fails in a key moment, the entire team feels the impact. Baseball is a team sport, yes, but the margin for error is razor thin. Every pitch, every decision, every moment is magnified when the postseason is in sight. Patterns of mismanagement or misplaced trust don't just disappear. They influence confidence, strategy, and ultimately, outcomes. The Yankees are a team with championship aspirations, but patterns like this make it clear that even talented teams can be held back by repeated missteps in the bullpen. And let's be honest, the frustration isn't just about numbers. It's about watching potential squandered. Williams has the skill set, he has the experience, and he had a reputation for reliability before coming to New York. But the Yankees are paying for performance in the moment, not reputation from the past. The contrast between what he could be and what he is now is jarring. Fans, teammates, and analysts alike see the gap, and it's hard not to question why the opportunities keep coming when the outcomes have been so consistent. This isn't speculation, it's reality on the field, inning by inning, pitch by pitch. Boone's role as manager is to navigate these complexities, make tough choices, and align talent with the team's objectives. When those choices repeatedly put the team at risk in crucial moments, frustration is inevitable. Baseball is a sport of strategy and execution, and right now, the intersection of those two elements has been shaky when Williams takes the mound in high-pressure situations. The tension, the missed opportunities, and the impact on team morale all combine to create a scenario that demands attention and, perhaps, a reevaluation of approach. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. The New York Yankees universe is buzzing with whispers that have now become impossible to ignore. Mookie Betts, one of baseball's brightest stars, is reportedly heading to the Bronx. Sources close to the matter suggest that the deal is done, sending shockwaves through the league and igniting feverish speculation among fans and analysts alike. While neither the Yankees nor Betts have confirmed the move officially, insiders hint that all the pieces have fallen into place, and the iconic center fielder may soon be donning the pinstripes. Imagine the impact on Yankee Stadium if this rumor proves true. Betts, known for his combination of power, speed, and defensive brilliance, would instantly become a cornerstone of the Yankees lineup. Social media platforms are already ablaze with reactions, some jubilant at the prospect of a new era in New York baseball, others skeptical, questioning the financial and roster logistics required to pull off such a high-profile acquisition. Analysts are dissecting every possible angle. How would Betts fit alongside the current Yankees roster? Would this move signal a bold push for a championship next season? The speculation alone has been enough to dominate sports talk shows and online forums. Meanwhile, whispers suggest that the deal may have been quietly negotiated over weeks, with Yankees management determined to secure one of the league's premier talents without creating a media frenzy. Rumors indicate that Betts' decision was influenced not just by the financial package, but by the opportunity to play in one of baseball's most storied franchises and on one of its biggest stages. The Bronx faithful, notorious for both their passion and their high expectations, are already imagining the highlight reels and defensive gems Betts could deliver in pinstripes. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.